Joe, this is Tyler Barrow from CTV Lethbridge, which is very close to your hometown of Brooks, Alberta. Are you just able to tell me kind of how crazy this has all been, your experience at Clemson so far, being part of a major national brand like Clemson?
It's crazy for sure. I mean, like, as you said, coming from Brooks, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just super thankful, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really ask for much more than this.
Awesome. And are you able, can you talk a bit about growing up in Brooks, what your parents did for work and kind of being part of that community?
Brooks is very boring. There's not much. We don't have a mall, so we kind of just like play sports to keep us busy. You know what I mean? Like, my parents my parents works at JBS Canada, the JBS Center, which is a meat plant. It provides a lot of jobs for immigrants. So like, that's how we kind of got there.
And are you a first generation Canadian then?
Yeah, yes I am. I was born in Calgary.
Joe, it's Adam Cook here with CTV Edmonton. How are you? Thanks for doing this.
No worries, I'm good. How are you?
Very well, very well. Last time I think we spoke face to face, you just broke it, or you're about to break some kind of a provincial high jump record. I just, with all the titles that you won with Harry Ansley here in Edmonton, it's weird that you're kind of starting this path while, because we're so used up here to, hearing about Chuba Hubbard with Oklahoma State. And now your name's kind of popped on. You're the first Canadian signing by Clemson. I wonder what it's like if, like, you must hear the reaction back in Edmonton and stuff like that to what you're doing. People must be reaching out to you. What's it like to be kind of going on the similar path to Chuba Hubbard? I mean, two football players with two highly touted programs kind of from the same city, same area.
I mean, it's an honor because, like, I remember I was at home in Edmonton and I'm watching Chuba get his first touchdown, and it's like, wow, like, one day, I promise you, one day I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. They're gonna be talking about me like they talk about him. And then, like, fast forward like a year and a half later, boom, I'm getting all these offers and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, like, it happened so fast. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to think, because, like, I remember he came back after his first season, and we're talking at I think it was the Senior Bowl. But we're talking at the Senior Bowl, and he's like, hey man, just stay working and don't worry, you got it. You got big things coming for you. And then God just spoke it into existence.
That's great. Thank you.
No worries.
Hey, Joe, this is Grace Rayner with The Athletic. Can you tell me a little bit about your transition to Florida and what that was like for you?
My transition to Florida, I moved to Florida last year, February 28th, and it was great. Like, it taught me a lot, you know what I mean? Like, just meeting new people, finally playing like American football. You don't get a 10-yard head start, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it was awesome.
And I guess you mentioned your mom. Just what's your relationship like with her, and what has it been like for her to see you kind of take, I guess, two countries by storm in the last week?
Well, my mom is my biggest supporter. She motivates me the most. She doesn't really notice, like, she knows that, like, I'm doing good, but, like, she doesn't really know, like, how big it is yet. So I'm gonna just keep working, and then hopefully she'll understand when I really make it.
Hey, Joe, this is David Hood with TigerNet.com here in Clemson. When you came down for Coach Sweeney's camp in June, a little over a year ago, and really your first chance to look at the facilities and the campus over, did you have an idea then that this was a place where you'd want to go?
Most definitely. I would, like, the moment he offered me, I wanted to say, yeah, I'm committed, but he's the one who said, I don't want you to commit now. I want you to go look at your options. You're still new to this, you know. So, but I already knew. I definitely already knew that I was coming here.
What was it about this school tucked away in the corner of South Carolina? You know, you've been in Canada, you've been to Florida. What is it about this one place that kind of was special to you or spoke to you?
I mean, it's like, it's not even like, it wasn't even the school really. Like, yes, the school, but like just the people. And when you're driving in Clemson, like we took the back road, right? So it was like just like country and like farms, you know what I mean? And it's like, wow, it's looking like kind of like Brooks, you know what I'm saying? Like my hometown. And I was like, whoa. So like I heard the population here is 14,000, you know, and Brooks' population is 14,000. So I'm like, you know, you really can't make this up. I was just connecting the dots really. And then on top of that, I came here and it's just like, everyone's nice. Everyone just wants to see you grow and win. And it's kind of like Brooks in a sense, because like, you know, it takes a village to raise a child, you know what I mean? So like just the coaches and stuff, just like the way they help me and like make sure I'm good and like in anything, you know, I just love that.
Joe, this is Grace again from The Athletic. It seems like no one has more fun than you do running down the hill. And I just wanted to ask you about how you decide what you're going to do when you get to the bottom every week.
I just whatever comes to mind at that moment, really, I just do it.
Joe, take us back to when you scored your first career touchdown for Clemson. What was that play like? And I mean, you had a long way to go to get into the end zone, but maybe just when you look back on the play, just to maybe take us through it there.
Okay, well, so, you know, they call the play and I'm like, oh, this is good. This is coming to me. So I'm like, okay, be ready. So like I go, boom, I catch the ball and I'm like, I look and I'm like, oh man, this is really happening now. And like, I don't know, like a sense of like, I just got so much adrenaline in me and I was like, go, boom. So I start, and then everything is just like it's like tunnel vision, just get to the end zone really. And I was like, just hitting my moves and I start running and I finally get there and I'm like, what? And I just hear the crowd erupt and I'm like, no way, this just happened. Like I've been wanting this to happen my entire life, and I was like, it was just blurry. I was speechless until I sat down on the bench. Like I had nothing to say. I was just like screaming, and I went to the bench. My teammates going crazy. It was awesome.
Joe, just before that, it looked like you made a spectacular catch for a touchdown that was reversed. Did the disappointment of that add to your determination on the later touchdown?
Yeah, most definitely. It was. I thought I got in, you know, because I hit the pylon, my toes were in, but it kind of motivated me a little more just to now you really got to show 'em.
Joe, Dan Ralph from Canadian Press in Toronto. Can you put your finger on why this year we've seen so many Canadian receivers excel at the NCAA level? And how motivating is that when you see other guys doing big things and you get that chance?
It's amazing because, like, you know, we can finally showcase our talents at such a high level and show that, you know, Canadians got it too. You know what I mean? So like, just like, I see Josh Palmer, John Mechie, Jared Wayne at Pitt, Theo Johnson, he's a tight end at Penn State, and Chase Claypool, he's kind of leading the way right now at Pittsburgh, you know. So it's amazing, really. Like it just motivates me. Like, all right, let's go, we got this, let's do it.
You feel that you and these guys are sort of opening more doors for kids to come down south?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Joe, Tyler Barrow again with CTV. Are you able to give a message for other kids coming out of Southern Alberta who want to go down south and play football?
Pardon?
Do you have a message for other kids, who might be in high school and they want to go down? Just something of inspiration.
Yeah, well, anything you put your mind to, you can do. And I just hope that you choose the right program for you, because just just choose a program with great people and just work your hardest, really.
Joe, Todd Saloff from the Calgary Sun. Can you explain to us what it's like to be at Clemson? Us here in Canada, we don't know exactly what that means to be at a big school such as that, and what it's like to play under Dabo Swinney. And I mean, is it what you expected?
It's definitely what I hope would happen. I can't really say I expected this, but I've always wanted this to happen, and it's really amazing. Like you guys got to come visit soon, like after this Corona stuff, because I'm telling you, this place is amazing. It's really amazing.
Can you explain the atmosphere?
Well, I haven't played in front of 80,000 fans, but just playing in front of 19,000, I'm like, wow, like, cool. Wow, this is crazy, and like, I mean, the practices, like, they push you to your limits, like they want the best out of you, but they're gonna treat you right, and they really put school first. You're really a student before the athlete, so like, I really like that, because like after football, like what's gonna happen, and they just emphasize that really.
Thanks.
No worries.
Hey,
Joe,
Joe, this is Anna with Clemson 24/7. We've seen the videos of you dancing in the locker room or dancing on the sideline. Do you feel like you've earned the reputation of being the best dancer on the team right now?
I would say, yeah, I'll say yeah.
Have you always been a good dancer? Has that always been something that you've loved to do?
Yeah, that's kind of what we did in Brooks. We would dance really just all day, every day. So yeah.
Where do you think those skills come from?
Honestly, I really don't know. I like when I was a kid, I just used to pop lock. I remember the talent show. I just pop lock and drop and stuff, and then I guess it just took off from there.
You ever win a talent show?
Well, and it wasn't really winning. You just go on the stage and showcase your talents. There was no winner.
Do you remember how old you were during that?
I was HFA, so like grade 4. I was pretty young. Wow. I'll say like 8, 9, 10, around there.
Cool. Thank you.
Joe, down Ralph again. What's been the biggest transition to life at Clemson in terms of football? Because last week, Coach Swinney was quite effusive in his praise for you, but he says you still have a lot to learn. Do you feel that too? And what are some of the things that you've had to adjust to?
Oh yeah, there's definitely still a lot to learn from me. Like, biggest thing for me was just the competition, because like, Clemson's the best and we compete against the best every day. So like, just like going like one-on-ones, for instance, like just like getting off the press, like I really got to work on that, like just playing faster, like full speed all the time, staying low because I'm such a tall guy, so yeah, that's really, I got to work on those things, but Dabo definitely sees a lot, way more than I got to work on, so.
How tough has it been for you to probably be the guy at your high school, and then you got to come here and you sort of got to bide your time and learn. Is that a tough thing for a young guy to learn about how to do?
I would say it's tough, but like, you know, me being from Canada and me knowing that I still got a lot to go, like a lot more room for growth. I'm perfectly fine with it. I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I just want to become the best version of myself.
Hey, Joe, Scott Kiefer with the Greenville News. What is your vertical?
Well, like kind of vertical. We be testing it all the times, like during workouts. They said it's a 33, but I'm not really a test guy. I'm more of a do it.
Of the moment guy, huh?
Yeah, of the moment guy. Yeah.
When you're running down the hill, you seem to be in air most of the time. Is that your quest? Are you more of a skateboard type or more of a ninja?
I mean, I can skateboard, but I like being a ninja too.
Thanks.
No worries.
Joe, it's Matt Jones from the Prairie Perspective podcast up here in Saskatoon. I just want to know, like, what does it mean for you in terms of representing a town like Brooks, which is obviously not a football powerhouse in the slightest?
Hey man, if you were there when we were in junior high, you know we was a powerhouse.
Okay.
But I mean, it means a lot because, like, you know, I got so many friends from there, and like if they just, like, you know, not necessarily on the right path, but just sacrifice just a little more, they could have been doing what I'm doing 10 times better. You know what I mean? So I just really want to put on for them, put on for my family back home, and just, you know, show everyone that whatever you set your mind to, you can do.
What's it like kind of being around a Sunday bound player like Trevor Lawrence and just suiting up in Death Valley, touching the rock, running down the hill? Like, just walk me through a bit about what this whole experience is like being a Tiger.
It's amazing. Like, you know, you put your chip in the bucket, you know, you get on the bus and you ride around to the hill, and, you know, from there you got to take every moment in because, you know, you never know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow. So I just have the most fun I can, really.
What's it like being around Trevor?
He's a great guy. Like, I don't even like, you know, he's a good quarterback, but like, he's like, Trevor's the nicest guy ever. You know, he got the Goldilocks hair, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, his smile too, it just, you know, he walks in the room and everyone just, hey, what's up, Trevor? How you doing? You know, like, he's just a great guy to be around.
Hey, Joe, it's David again. I have to ask, I mean, growing up in an area with the Brooks Bandits, I mean, they're known as a pipeline, you know, for elite hockey prospects. And did anybody ever ask you to lace up the skates and get out on the ice? Or did you ever think about even doing that, as good an athlete as you are?
I can skate, but no, not to the hockey perspective. Cause, like, you know, them guys, they be going hard. So, like, no, no one's ever asked me to get on the ice.
Hey, Joe, it's Josh from the Post-Courier. Who are some of the older players in the team that you've kind of latched onto as mentors?
Definitely Amari Rogers. He's like more of a smaller guy, so he got the quickness to him. So I just want to learn that from him. But also Cornell Powell, just like he teach me like releases and stuff. What's called Frank Ladson, Joe Ngata. They both we play the same position, so I'm always learning from them, just asking them questions and stuff. Even E.J. Williams, like, he, you know, same class, but like he's like, I feel like way more developed than me. So, and I learned a lot from him. So I just really everybody. I just ask everybody.
Hey, Joe. John Sexsmith from Global. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks. How much did Harry Ansley mean to your development?
Oh, it meant a lot. That was like my first like big move, you know. So they really prepared me for, like, you know, like in a sense of moving to a different place, making new friends, you know, just like even in the football aspect, like Coach Greenslade and Coach Brock Ralph, they would always like, come on, Joe, like, you know, like they knew that I could be something bigger, so they would push me to my limits, like never, like, you know, if I was late to a class, they would like make me sit out the first half of the game. You know what I mean? Like they really wanted me to be like the best version of me. So I think
You excelled at so many sports. Why did you ultimately choose football?
I don't know. I just thought that this would be like what I could go the furthest in, you know, because I'm not 6'8", you know, and I play like, I mean, well, I don't play like a 6'8", like in basketball sense, but I don't know. I really just thought that this would be like the sport I could go the furthest in.
Keep her going.
I got you.
Joe, do you think much about a pro career at all?
Pro career, you said?
Yep.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Whereabouts? South, north, both, either?
Well, I'm in the South right now, so I'm really trying to, you know, make it to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But like wherever God takes me, really, like He got a plan for me. So I just gotta stay on the right path.
And my guess is you'll worry about that when it happens.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Joe, this is Matt Connolly with the State. Are you friends with some of the guys playing right now in college from Canada, and do you guys stay in touch at all?
Oh yeah, Chuba Hubbard. That's like one of the I stay in touch with him the most. Like we always texting and stuff. But also Jared Wayne. Yeah, we in touch. He's DK Bonhomme. He's at Indiana right now. He's a linebacker. But I stay in touch with him because he kind of went to the same school in Florida. So yeah.
What has Chuba told you?
Just stay working, stay on the grind, man. Block out all the outside noise and just do you. Keep working.
Is he a guy that you look up to some?
Oh yeah, most definitely. He kind of really started this whole NCAA thing in Alberta, you know. So like, I just kind of look up to him, you know, and he's doing great over there. So like, you know, just follow his recipe.
Should I ever talk to you about maybe seeing you in the playoff with Oklahoma State?
Oh, we ain't talking about that yet, but I'm sure it's going on in his mind though.